Hello, I should be live now. Let's see, is this all working? Hey, there I am. How does it sound? That's really what I'm worried about. I haven't tested it yet. Game volume, my voice volume, what's it like? Unless I'm told otherwise, I'm going to assume it sounds okay. Game could be a little bit higher. I'm not playing, this is just the default menu thing. But thank you for the heads up. Sound could be a bit higher. Let's turn that up a bit then. That's good, sounds good. Alright, just a quick little smidge on the game. Let me know if it got too high. And yeah, let's get going. So we've seen a lot of good runs today already. Hopefully I can follow up. But if you haven't seen this game, this is Skyblazer. This is the Japanese version. But we'll be playing through it. Should take about 30-ish minutes. Hopefully about that long and I don't run over. But super fun game if you've never played it. Lots of movement options, lots of damage boosting, zips, glitches, all the stuff you want in a good speed run. Whoa, but going right off the bat, trying to get this through as fast as possible because there's a bit of a opening cutscene I have to get through here. For example, here. So this is the man I need to kill. Clearly, it's not going well so far, but that's all right. This is all expected. This is why I was taking damage immediately at the beginning. Because if you have more HP there, you will take one hit, bounce back, and have to wait for the next one throughout your invincibility frames, which is a little annoying, but could be worse. And this is Old Man calling me a skywalk, just in Japanese, I'm sure. And let's go. Alright, to the first level. So, if you haven't played Skyblazer before, a couple things to note is, one, it's very forgiving in lives, so that's always good. You'll see I'll be just getting a lot of lives and be more than happy to spend them to try to get a slightly better outcome or a slightly better pattern. And also that's the movement, it's pretty great. So here's some lives immediately. And yeah, movement's pretty great. You start off with just a regular attack for your special ability, which is a little scythe thing you throw out. But immediately after this next level, you'll see I'll get some movement-based options where I get a dash. So also you can punch and kick fire. So how can you not love that immediately? Get out of the way. What up, Edwin? Nope. Oh, great. That's not where I want him to be. Got that health for safety. Shouldn't need it, but just in case. And here you'll see the first big zip of the run. Hopefully I'll get it immediately. Well, okay. Not exactly how that was supposed to go. I'm supposed to go into the wall. But that works. Not going to complain about that. And straight to the first boss. If I do this right, he should basically never come down to the ground, but I clearly missed that pattern. He is completely chainable if you do it quite right with punches or abilities, but not quite getting the timing here. There we go. And so I didn't get the pattern quite right there, but usually what you'd want to do is jump towards the center of the screen to minimize this movement that it does every single time. With a couple exceptions, which we'll talk about when we get there, but a decent time for finishing that level. You'll see they gave me the movement option I was talking about, and yet immediately put me into an auto-scroll level where I can't use it. So, how's everybody doing? This is not the most interesting of levels, really. I just need to make sure not to get crushed by platforms pushing me into the wall, which might happen. Might be embarrassing, but it might happen. Doing good. Good to hear that, weapon. It's been a fun stream. Fun marathon so far. Nope. Go away. Ding. If you hear that noise, that just means I'm like countering a move or an attack by the enemy. Or parrying, I guess that's the term for it. A little safer here than I usually would, just because I only have 3 bars and I don't want to die on the auto-scroller level. There we go. Alright, that's good. Cool. So this is actually, when I was playing this casually, kind of a level that took the most lives, I think, in the entire time. Tower of the Terrorist. Because it is very specific where it wants you to jump and how. We're going into that room just to set up... Ooh, okay. Just to set up the right pattern for these platforms. And get an immediate go in there. This is real risky, but we're gonna try for it. Alright, I messed it up. So you can go all the way up. Okay, well you'll get a chance to see it again, because I got crushed between those little pillars. But this time I have HP, so I should be able to do this the right way. Or not. Alright, one more try. If not, I'll do it the slow way. You need to make sure to conserve lives and, you know, play marathon safe. Yeah, okay. We'll do it the slow way. But you basically want to also zip up those spikes, but the timing on these is a little bit more precise than I'd like. And, yeah. Whoa! Okay. Supposed to grab onto those things. Not being kind to me right now. Yeah. Take this slow. No need to die again. Oh, good. Well, I got... That just saved me a bit of time, like here. Which is nice. I got those mana drops right there, so... A little bit of time made up. I'll take it. And here is a real pain. If you haven't done this one before... Oh, no. Really? If you haven't done this one before, what happens is as soon as you touch this guy, it starts spawning these blocks on the wall, which are super precise if you see their timing, and you have to just super quickly click through them, or you will not get... missed the cycle. You will not get through them in time and just completely be stuck there for a while. Take this a little safer. Nope. More zips. Come on. So basically my cue is I want my foot to be completely in the wall there. A little bit more than that, but maybe that should be okay. Or not. There we go. Now, damn. Okay, take this a little slower. Oh, thanks for updating that. Don't get crushed. Yeah, we really want to get this zip though, because it's really not kind to you if you try to go the other way around. There we go, and... Oh, wow. This is going to take a little bit. Sorry about this, guys. This is why the estimate is as high as it is. Because these zips are not kind of frame perfect. Not exactly, but close enough. Okay. If I can't get this soon, I'm going to have to just do this the slow way. There we go. That's where it's supposed to look like. Yeah, it's just precise, and, you know, late here, a little bit of nerves on the streaming. It happens, but it's not too bad. Especially once you get into practice, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, so this boss, no matter what you do, you can only get one hit in for each cycle. It goes around, It doesn't matter what you use, it's always going to just do 1. So really the idea is just be in the right positions, don't get hit by his body because that'll do 2 damage. Fireballs only do 1. So preferably you just want to do this taking exclusively fireball hits if you take any hits. There we go. And this should basically be it. Now I want to jump through him when he stops spinning, so I'm just at the center of the screen like I mentioned before. Perfect. A slow tower, but that's okay. Okay, so I just got a heal there. I should hopefully not have to use that too much, but we'll see. Yeah, so the way those zips work is that you have to press, you're holding down, you're punching, and you have to press jump at a specific time and then a direction. Because if you get all that, it kind of forces you into the floor and then into the wall, and you get your zips however you like. But because you have to get it with like 1 frame of blank in between them, it's a little bit of awkward timing that takes a little getting used to, but... So I'll have mixed luck today, probably. Generally not too bad, especially for like speedrunning attempts like back to back to back. Also another auto-scroller, just 1 for getting lives, and horrible, horrible momentum-based physics, where you cannot stop where you want. But I'm gonna try my best to stop right there. Cool. Take the first hit, so I get out of this as soon as I can. And boom. Alright. Now we pilot things. Alright. If I remember correctly, he should zap me with green light, or yellow light, and then I do that. Cool. So now we're on to the second continent. This is where we're trying to get the 4 main powers to even be able to battle the big bad. So each one will be... We'll have a little boss, we'll have a little stage coming up to it. Each of them have a different pattern, all, you know, it's video games. But it should go alright. You also see a lot of in-between stages. Okay, also, this is a manipulation we have to do right here. Immediately shoot that, drop those down, and we'll get full mana afterwards. This is important for the boss of this stage. If we go in without full mana, it's going to take significantly longer. So thankfully, so far, so good. Yep, great. And here we want to jump over these doggos. So a ton of damage with weird... Already weird momentum in this game, plus ice physics makes it a little rough. See, zip's not too bad, it's just a little annoying, so sorry about that. Okay, well, not the fast cycle, but definitely very doable. Ice physics are not fun, guys. In case you didn't know. Punch the blobs. How dare you call me now? For real. Cool. This should be the boss. So we need full mana so we can do this. Basically, each one of those heads has its own hitbox and takes the most damage from the dash attack. So we want to just keep all of them so we can get them, all 3 of them dead in one go with only 4 rotations. But you'll see that the walls rotate faster and faster. There we go. Easy. Priorities for confirmed pyro eggs. There we go. I expect that to happen now, Birds. Bam. Now we got the little charge split. Alright, that was a good time for that. Here you'll find why slimes are so annoying unless I do it perfectly, which I probably will not. So those things will knock you straight out of your dash, even if you do everything correctly. Oh, like that. Well, that's alright. Okay. Decent. Done better, done worse. On to the next boss stage. So for this one, It's a nightmare casually, but if you know kind of where you're going and what to throw in each place, there's really only one or two tricky parts. Especially if you learn about being able to... Sorry, trying to think and do this. Being able to cancel your attack animations. Like, if you immediately press back when you attack underwater, it cancels out the entire animation, so you can throw out even more of them. That's a purposeful death, because I want to get enough mana here to be able to do this safely. Can I get up? Can I get up? Yeah! Alright, cool. So now, don't miss. Okay, cool. Great. So now I can just get the mana pot, go back in, grab another one, and we are safe. Yeah, this is a maze water level, if that sounds fun to you. Doing this casually was a goddamn nightmare. So, rush through that. All these little levers that I'm passing through, or attacking or whatever, they're all changing some direction of water in the level somewhere, and that's the only way to get through. So, without knowing the exact pattern, it's a real pain. Okay, so... Oh, I messed up. Oh, this is gonna be bad. This could be very bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to farm these little fishies. If I don't get this pattern just right, these guys start spawning way too many fish for me to handle, and I might die. So let's see how this goes. Okay, I do not get any refills, but that's okay, because there's only 2 of them. Perfect. Alright, alright. Recovered it, recovered it. Obviously you can get through that without them ever shooting anything. It is awful. It feels awful. But really, again, once you know the direction and the pattern, the level's actually kind of fun. It's fun in a speedrun setting. It's awful from a just have fun playing the game level. Alright, so I'm going to take this a little bit slower to make sure I don't mess up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Perfect. Yeah. See, really, at the end of the day, those zips aren't too bad. Just nerves and trying to do it under pressure, you know? Okay, so this is another auto-scroller level. Really, the only thing to mention about this one is we're going here instead of up, even though we're not... Oh, almost died there. We're going here instead of up to the next boss that we want to do, because if we're lucky, we'll get some mana drops here. And if we get the mana drops, we'll take a fast route through the next movement stage. But it's looking not so kind to me right now, so we might have to do the slow way anyway. That's alright. Yeah. We're gonna have to do the slow way anyway. But let's get this stage out of the way then. And last enemy. Cool. Oh. That was that auto-scroller. And we'll do the slow way here. Okay, so the fast way is to just jump over and immediately zip your way through the rest of the level. Unfortunately, I don't have enough mana for that. So I'm going to have to go in here, grab this first. The rest should be fairly similar because I have enough mana and enough HP to deal with everything I need to. Off the top. Wait for the particular frame and jump, and then take a backwards damage boost. 1. Oh no, I messed up. Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, ice plus momentum physics is fun. It's alright, we just reset to the exact same situation I was in before, so no harm, no foul. Backwards damage boost. Rapid boost here. Don't fall from momentum. Thank you, Skyblazer. And that was that level. Obviously a very slow version because I had to redo it, but it's a fun little set of tricks. For the Star Games kind of set of fun tricks. Now this one, we ride air currents the entire way. There is no floor. Hope you're excited for just improvisation, and I don't know which pattern I'm going to take because it kind of depends on how much of my boosts I get at any point in time. So I have a decent amount of boost here, so I think I'm pretty safe to just go to the end. Cool. Take that little shortcut, boost through this guy, pick up this. And yeah, there we go. Excuse you. Oh, I could have used that. Oh well. So I'm going to immediately take a death here, because I want to do a quick kill on this guy. By taking a hit, we'll see. I'll try this once, because it loses time if you don't do it right. Ah, okay. Well, that's alright. We'll do this the halfway between the quick kill and the slow kill. So you can do it all at the bottom without ever him moving out of your attack range, but he flew a little bit too high and I missed an attack, so that didn't happen. But just standing in the corner and just like doing little low stocks, that is only about a second or two slower, so really not that bad. Okay, now back to this Caverns of Sheerall. This one's another nightmare from a casual perspective, but once you know the patterns and what to do, it's really not too bad. Okay, well, we'll go the slow path then, because that quick jump did not come off as quick as I would like. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm supposed to backwards hit there, but that's alright. I have more than enough HP to deal with that. Another little manipulation here, see if we get it. Trying to get some free mana. Nope, not fast enough. That's okay. Who needs it? There we go. Oh, got short. Go over. And we just shortcutted the majority of the stage, including a nightmare of an enemy who just like one and a half of his shots instantly kill you. I want to kill myself there to try to get more HP and more mana back. Like I said, the game is very generous with its lives. We don't really have to worry too much about it. Oh, I am just not doing this pattern right at all. Well, we do the safe kill. Generally, you want to force him to always do the apple attack, because that gets you the next attack the fastest. But didn't quite get the initial pattern right, so this is the next best thing. Oh, thought that was the last one. There it is. One off. Elephant tourist bat. A bat elephant. A bat elephant toys. Yeah. Yep. You'll see them again. We see all these guys again. But so now we've gotten the 4 main powers, and with these 4 main powers, he'll let us through this little house over here. Usually you can stop in there, get an extra HP. We don't need this for a speed run, so I'm going to skip it. This is probably one of the fastest stages in the game. Just another maze that I already know the solution to, so okay, that's fine. Just hit me. And boom. There's a secret exit for that stage. Easy peasy. Done. God, nope. Alright, so for this one, immediately rush over. Okay, we're gonna try for a kind of a difficult zip here, and I kind of need to get it, or else it's gonna be another problem. Yeah, so this is gonna be a problem. Okay, that's fine. What I have heals for. Backups, man. Backups for days. So that's the problem. Those guys basically like one-shot you unless you're at full HP. So I need to get up that zip and into that door before any of those have a chance to just insta-get me. Yeah, okay, sure, don't do it then. Alright. It's alright, I'm getting it most of the way there, so that's the hard part. This last part is annoying, but very doable. Med pack. Cool, I'm just gonna keep it on med pack for backups. Yeah, so when you're in the wall, there's... Oh, that's why I didn't have that on. When you're in the wall, there's this little weird behavior you'll see often, where instead of just zipping up or even taking the amount of damage you think you would, it delays a lot of your hits and delays a lot of your... even your dying sometimes. So we'll get inconsistent behaviors out of this zip. Ah, if I had jumped there. Oh well. Hope you guys like the because that'll be a little bit for now. And like I said, this is why 38 minutes on the predictions on this one. Yeah, it just doesn't want to get me out. It doesn't want to allow me to leave that wall. This is the only hard part of this stage, so after this it should be cake. And the slow way of going through this stage involves going all the way around, which is why I'm not just doing that instead. Okay, and damage, boost. There we go. Finally. Alright, I'm not going to take the dangerous route. There are some glitches here which let you just go straight through the walls. But they can insta-kill you if you get it wrong. And I'm already well behind my prediction for this level. Thanks to not getting that zip immediately. So we'll take the safe route. Go on this wall. Do not shoot me. Perfect. There, easy. I'm going to keep... There's also a skip for these bowling balls. See, when they get on the stage, you'll notice that it really slows down. With the frame, a lot of frames are lost. So usually you'd want to try zipping past before they come down, so they never spawn. But I don't have enough mana for that, so I'm saving my mana for the boss fight, because I'm not sure if I'll get lucky. Or not. Okay. And this is an actual kind of hard room. The patterns of these are not kind. Get away from me, dragon. Okay, fine. Yeah. Since the dragons can follow you anywhere, that room can kind of be this room can kind of be a pain in the butt. Don't kill me. Woohoo! It does 2 damage with 1 shot. Yeah, so I don't have enough boost, as much boost as I wanted to have here. So I'm going to be taking the slow way. Kidding myself here. They aren't, except when you want them to be, then it's annoying. But it's alright. Quick zip up to the boss. And now what we want here is the star that we just got, called Warrior Force. Cast that immediately, and then chain lock this man for the rest of his life. Easy. Oh god, hard mode like Bucky O'Hare in this. None of the zips would work then, because they all like basically damage you. Cool, now I can turn into a phoenix, which is dope, but you'll notice I won't be able to use for a little while. Yes, yes, old man. Let me... Okay, so the next part is another auto-scroller, where it gets you tons of lives, but with terrible momentum physics. Mode 7, everybody. Hope you don't get dizzy easily. Yeah, so unfortunately the only way to exit these is to get hit, and the first time you can possibly get hit is after the circles of spikes start spawning. So generally around here, I'm going to start setting up to take the hit on the lowest spike possible, as close to the bottom as possible, because then I'll sink off screen as fast as I can. Right there. That's basically as fast as you can do those. Cool. Did you play it? Oh, you owned it. Oh, nice. How did you like it? Because I only learned about this game recently, and I loved it. Every single time I got the chance to play it, I started playing it. That's why I learned to speedrun it. So that's why I wanted to share it here. I'm a phoenix! Yay! Alright. Some annoying platforming here. These things fall away. Classic. Nothing too bad. Nothing I can't handle. Uh-oh. Except that. Apparently I can't handle that. Oh well. Now my cleanest run, guys. But it's alright. Yeah, it's a great game. And then, so a lot of these like patterns are already set, and like where I should go and how I should do things, but experimenting is the most fun I've had with an old game in a long time, with all the different abilities, when to use what where, and like what parts can I zip through and what parts should I really just take the slow way around. So, highly recommend it if you've never played this, especially casual run first, and then start the speed running nonsense. Alright, quick boost up here, get past that as fast as possible, and now we got a boss rush. But the good thing about this boss rush is we got this new Phoenix ability, and this new Phoenix ability does not care about these bosses one bit. So bam. So unfortunately the two bosses that are still the same though are this one and the wall one. So you'll see I'll have to pull out the little dash for these regardless. But we also have a ton of HP, a ton of mana to be using. So, just a little bit of a time sink. I'm going to try for a no dash clear. Nope. Oh well. Got enough HP to experiment, why not? So generally in the third one you want to dash over, it's the safest way, but there is a little bit of time where you can just jump over, clear it, and you'll be perfectly fine. You gotta get right in the correct location, don't bump your head on the ceiling, don't go too low. Yes, if you haven't played this game, highly recommend it. So this here I can just dash through because I still have these. And this boss is exactly the same as the first time, because he hard to beat all 3 hits all at once to do massive weakness damage. Alright, one more. Oh, that's just a little bit of a slower pattern, but that's okay. Alright, and then the Phoenix should be able to take care of all the other refights. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that back on now before we go into that room. Phoenix OP. And then, welcome back. Oh, come on. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a slower fight. this was a very rude pattern. How dare you? So very rude. There we go. Alright, now we get to face Ashura himself. He starts off with this little shield, which is very annoying, so you can't hit him until you Phoenix. But thanks to how strong Phoenix is, you basically don't need to do anything but Phoenix ever. Perfect. Almost ran out of Phoenix there. And you'd think that'd be done, but no, Ashura's not so kind. He still has one more form. And gotta tell you, this part gets a little gruesome looking, so if that actually bothers you, that would be maybe a good time to not pay too close attention to the boss as I'm hitting him. I'm gonna try for a quick kill because we got a couple minutes under estimate here, but cannot guarantee this works first try. This is the harder way. Usually I'll just kill myself first and just take the extra mana, but so far, so kind. So basically what we want to do is force these damage from the body as opposed to the laser, because the laser does more. And then this one, heal over, take that body hit. But yeah, if you look at his face, is what I'm talking about with a little bit nasty. And we did it. That's time. Should I have on as a Halloween mask? Yeah, so his face kind of falling apart there. It seemed a little unnecessarily gruesome, but that is Skyblazer. Not a particularly clean run, but hey, I'm okay with that. We got all the zips, we showed cool strategies, you got to see a lot of the powers, and you saw me beat up a big Halloween demon mask that broke apart as a phoenix. So, you know, what more can you ask for? But yeah, so I do highly recommend you guys pick this game up. If nothing else, play it casually. It's a great speedrun as well, as you saw. It can be a lot cleaner than that. And there's a criminally small amount of people who actually speedrun this right now. It's like 6 people total, and some of them haven't posted their time in like a year or two. So I'd love to see that board get a little bit more traffic that way. But cool. So with that, I'm going to pass it off to the next person. So let's check where they're at. Thanks guys, thanks for your GGs. You get to watch this Mode 7 Phoenix fly as I coordinate. Oh, the timer started again. Oh, that's alright. Alright, looks like Sip is ready. So, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me on here, and then keep enjoying the rest of the marathon, guys. Catch you next time.